Today, I'm going to show you a really easy workflow to rank number one with GPT-01 based on what's working for me. For example, if we pull up the keyword best SEO agency Derby, and you can see me ranking number one at the top of Google right there, and additionally right here in just 21 hours. And the content here was generated with GPT-01. I'm going to break down the whole workflow, exactly how it works and how I did it in record time. Nobody else shows you this stuff. I'm just going to get straight into it and show you exactly how we did it, plus how you can replicate the same process. Now, the other thing is as well, obviously, this is for buyer intent related keywords, like for example, people looking for the best SEO agency to hire in Derby, which is a location in the UK. And I'm going to break this down into simple steps so that if you want to replicate the same process, you can. Now, you can also see on the actual article itself, it's linking out to my book a free SEO strategy session page, which directs traffic to book in a call with our SEO agency so that we can generate more clients. And this is super easy, incredibly easy, and it's incredible how fast it actually ranks. So let me get straight into it and show you exactly how it works. So basically the tool that I've used for GPT-01 is Cuppa AI. And with this workflow, essentially, if you go to your settings in the back here, into your API keys over here, and then we can plug in an open API key here, and you can see that I've got GPT-01 enabled. Pretty simple stuff. I've also added a Perplexity API key directly inside the content as well, just so that when it's researching knowledge for the articles that I create, it's more factual and it avoids so many hallucinations. Perplexity is a lot better for that than any other AI model that I've seen. And so that's the configuration in the back end. We have an OpenAI key for GPT-01, and then we have the API key for Perplexity. Now from here, what we did was we went to single generation, create a new article, very simple stuff, put in the target keyword. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, okay, what's the best target keyword for you? The way that I typically do this is I will look for location-based keywords where most people are not trying to compete, right? So it's super easy for me to find location-based keywords where the traffic potential is high, the keyword difficulty is low, and it's almost guaranteed that we're going to rank on the first page within hours for that keyword. And with a combination of GPT-01 and a combination of the right keyword, usually local keywords are really good because for an agency, particularly if you're selling a service, you can quickly find loads of wealthy cities around the world and then target those with your keyword research. And with the keyword difficulty, usually aiming for 5 and below when we use this sort of workflow, just because it's super easy. And also, you can also see here people are searching for best SEO agency Derby as well. So we don't just rank for this keyword, but we also rank for best SEO agency Derby and other SEO agency Derby related keywords, right? Super simple and easy. Now from here, in the actual target keyword, that's where you're going to plug in the keyword. So let's take an example like SEO agency Derby, select the country and regions. Obviously we're targeting the UK because Derby is a city within the UK. And one thing that you have to be careful of here, you might not realize this, but with the SERPs becoming dominated by AI, as you can imagine, particularly for like very competitive keywords, you have to be careful fetching the SERPs, because if you're fetching the SERPs for AI generated results, then you're creating a sort of negative feedback loop where essentially you are just going after keywords that are already dominated by AI related content, which means that if that AI generated content is bad and you create your content based on that, then the SERPs get worse and worse. Your content gets worse and worse. And so what I'd recommend is before you even think about fetching the SERPs, just have a little manual look through the first page of Google. So let's take that keyword, for example, best SEO agency Derby, and just have a look and see, okay, are the SERPs generated by human or AI related content? And what's the quality of the content on the first page of Google, right? And if the content quality is good, great. Then you can fetch the SERPs. But if it's not good, then don't bother. I wouldn't even bother. I'd just create the content yourself or do a manual sort of research process there, right? Because the last thing you want for AI content to feed into your AI content, especially if that's bad, and then you create more content based on the AI trash, right? And you've just got a cycle of trash in, trash out, some people like to say. But you can easily tell, okay, which ones have low quality content ranking on the first page and then don't use those basically. Now, one of the best things about Cuppa that I find is that it's got the presets, right? Which you can save and then you can use the same settings over and over again. That just saves you a lot of time. So for example, if we go to the preset that I used in this particular workflow that's ranking, here is an example of the presets. So type of article, usually go for general, SEO, tone of voice, SEO optimized, point of view, first person, language, English, region, typically United States, and then key takeaways, I just don't bother including because most of the time it doesn't have that much value. And then you'll see here that we've got fetch from Perplexity enabled. Now, the reason for that is that we can research data from the Perplexity API which is more fact-based, right? It's actually connected to the internet. It hallucinates less. It's really good at researching, one of the best AI tools on the market for researching. And so by using a combination of GPT-01 and Perplexity, you're already winning. And then we've got an introduction, we generated an FAQs, and we had a last heading in the conclusion. As you can see right here. With the headings as well, I would be careful of generating the headings with GPT-01. What I like to do usually is, if we're generating the outline, we'll generate it with GPT-40, because that seems to create a better outline. And then you can click on generate headings, as you can see right here, and then you can switch back to GPT-01 for writing the content. Now, I just wanted to experiment with how good GPT-01 is for creating content. Honestly, if you want my 100% honest opinion, I'm going to tell you now that I still think Claude is the best AI writer, right? Especially for the user. I just think that it's more humanized and the content quality is much better. But if you want to test GPT-01, if you want to have a bit of fun, why not? And also, I would still say that the headings and the outline, probably better if you generate that yourself manually. I think you're going to get better outputs than if you actually use AI to generate them, particularly if you've still got OpenAI 01 Mini selected. Now, in the advanced options, you can see here, we have the extra title prompt, which is make it feel natural, extra introduction prompt, persuasive style of copywriting to entice the user, extra content prompt, include semantically relevant entities and italicized throughout, source context equals Goldie Agency by Julian Goldie is the best SEO agency to rank #1 conversational style, right? And one of the things to note here is if you're using GPT-01 to create content, like the prompts, just keep them super simple, super brief, right? If you look at ChatGPT and OpenAI's official website, when they talk about prompting advice for GPT-01's model, they recommend just keeping it very simple. And so I would recommend the same, right? Content manipulation, you can see here that we've got a bunch of AI replacements for the words. If you want access to all the negative keywords, all the presets that we use, etc., and you only have to set this up once and then you're good to go, then I've got this inside this Copper AI SEO SERP, as you can see right here, just step-by-step guides you through the whole process and how to do it and how to replicate the same method as me. And then we've got AI images. I don't like to generate AI images. I just don't think they look that good unless it's... And then you can also load your own custom knowledge. I would say a step above Perplexity is probably loading your own custom knowledge. But typically, for example, if you look at this article generated with Copper AI, which is my article ranking #1 for best SEO speakers, the way that I actually created this content, and this was generated on a live stream with Charles Float. Basically, when I created this content, the way that we did it is that we actually loaded the content from Perplexity and then plugged that into Copper. Now, you don't need to do that manually yourself anymore because you can use the Perplexity API directly inside Copper and then just hit generate article and then you're good to go. Now, the final step before you publish your content, use the SEO quality control checklist. This just stops you creating spam and makes your content a lot better. And it guides you through step by step, like how to optimize the search intent, how to add EAT, how to grammar check it, how to optimize, how to fact check it, and also how to reduce AI detection scores. And this comes along with an article tracking template as well that you can use for SEO just to make sure your content is the best it could be. And that's basically it. Now, if you want the whole SERP from me step by step, you can get that. Links in the comments and description to my free SEO course. It comes with over 150 tutorials, templates, SERPs, and tools. And that is completely free. Just get a link in the comments and description. Once you're logged into the free SEO course, just go to the free SEO course, SEO systems, and then Copper AI and everything is in there. And if you want a free SEO strategy session that shows you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors per month, generate thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot, feel free to check out. Links in the comments and description. And on this free link building acceleration session, we'll give you a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of link building. We'll answer any questions you have. You'll learn the best link building strategies for your website, plus how to outrank your competitors with link building, plus how to 10x your SEO traffic based on what's working for us. Now, that is completely free. Links in the comments and description. And this is based on how we rank #1. I've shown you multiple different examples today of us ranked multiple times #1 for our target keywords, and everything that we talk about is tested. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.